What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a good evening. I just want to talk to y'all real quick. So, I've been seeing a lot of people lately losing their jobs, losing their livelihood, just because of something they said online or because of their political views. And I just want to say this. It's not worth losing your livelihood just because you feel some type of way about something, right? If you know you need the job and you depend on that job to pay your bills, especially if you live in paycheck to paycheck and you don't have no emergency fund saved up, because it's already hard enough to get a job as it is. So if you have a job right now, especially a good paying job, that's a blessing. And you might feel a certain way about certain situations, right? Whether that be something that's going on in politics, or an event that happened, or like the Charlie Kirk situation, right? But you have to be aware and realize, if you get on a public platform and you go viral for what you say, there may be consequences. And even if it's not anything necessarily super bad, you could just be stating your opinion, or you can just have your view on certain things. Even with that going on, you can still lose your job, right? And it's not worth it. And that's why I don't get too into, like, I study politics. I understand what's going on, but I don't have no allegiance to no side, whether it's Democrat, Republican, or none of that. I have no allegiance to no side, because the thing is, to me, both sides are hypocritical. There is no good side. There is evil on both sides. So I just decide, I'm not pledging my allegiance to no side. But even if you do have a specific side that you pledge your allegiance to, or whatever the case may be, you have to always be careful with what you say online. When certain events happen, and we have to move smarter. They say we have free speech, but in reality we don't. Because if you can lose your livelihood over free speech, and free speech, when I say free speech, right, I'm not talking about continuously talking down on another race of people, or spreading hatred, or trying to cause harm to somebody, right? That's something totally different. I'm talking about, like, just specifically giving your opinion about something, right? Or saying something about a certain situation that happened, right? Like the Charlie Kirk thing, right? A lot of people feel a certain way about Charlie Kirk. They said some things, and they lost their job because of that. And it's not worth it. Right now is the time to shut up and just stack your paper, right? If you have enough wiggle room and you're 100% financially dependent, and you can say whatever you want to say, hey, go ahead, be my guest. But right now, it's the time to stack up your money. Make sure you straight, make sure your family straight, and worry about what's going on in your life. it ain't worth crashing out on the internet, whether it be Charlie Kirk, a political party, or any type of social justice issue, right? You know, that's why I'm to the point to where I don't even talk about political things. I don't post it on my Facebook no more. And I had a channel dedicated towards that, but at the end of the day, who cares, right? At the end of the day, people are still gonna have their beliefs. People are still gonna vote the way they do. People are still gonna do what they gonna do, and some people live this. You know, some people was raised like this for generations. So you can't try to sway somebody's opinion or mind or whatever the case may be. Now, if it's something going on, yes, you can most definitely bring awareness to it. But you know, you have to be more careful out here, especially with this social media stuff. You know, not only could you lose your job, but you can be blackballed from other jobs. You know, especially if you have like a good career and you working for major corporations or something like that. You know, it could be dangerous. You know, completely speaking your mind online, because they might not. You know, that corporation might not agree with what you're saying. Or it's people out here that'll find out where you work at. So yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be smart out here. Stack your paper, get your ducks in a row. Hey, leave that stuff to the birds, you know. I say if you're getting paid for making your comments about certain things, if you get paid for social media, I can understand that. But if you're not even like making no money when it comes to certain topics, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. It ain't worth losing your livelihood. You know. I'm not saying, you know, you can't state your opinion at all or nothing, but you know, just be aware of the consequences. When you talk about certain subjects, when you talk about certain things, just be aware. So if you're not where you want to be at in life financially, I suggest you just be quiet and stack your money. Because, I mean, you can talk all this and all that, but if you don't have no resources to back yourself up, if something does happen, or if, you know, you do have to go to war, it takes money to go to war. It takes resources to do that. So if you don't have that, but you know, you just getting online, and you risking your livelihood to say whatever you want to say online, just be aware of that. So that's all I had to say. Y'all be smart out here. It's 2025. It's not the same no more. And you gotta move smarter, be careful, sit back, and get our ducks in a row. That's all I had to say. Peace, y'all. Have a good evening.